Canada's top police official has indicated a significant shift in the country's assessment of alleged Indian government involvement in the so-called transnational repression. He stated that the current investigations showed no links to any foreign entity, including India. In an interview with Canada's CTV News, RCMP Commissioner Mike Duheme said that based on the criminal information and investigation available, they had suspects involved in intimidation or harassing people, but did not see any transnational repression taking place in Canada that was linked to the government of India. Comments by Canada's National Police Service mark a notable departure from earlier positions. In 2023, then Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced what he said were credible allegations of potential links between what he termed as agents of the Indian government and killing of Khalistani extremist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. The Canadian national was a listed terrorist in India and was shot dead outside a Gurudwara in British Columbia in June 2023. The allegations had triggered a major diplomatic crisis as India rejected the accusations as baseless. The development led to a near freeze in relations, including the suspension of trade talks and reduced diplomatic presence. Under Prime Minister Mark Carney, who succeeded Trudeau in 2025, Ottawa has pursued a pragmatic reset. High commissioners were reinstated, visa services restored, and high-level engagements resumed, including meetings at the G7 and G20 summits. Since 2026, the two countries announced a renewed strategic partnership, launching negotiations on a comprehensive economic partnership agreement aimed at doubling bilateral trade to $50 billion by 2030. They have also signed deals on nuclear energy cooperation, including long-term uranium supply arrangements, alongside commitments to collaborate on technology, clean energy and critical minerals. Our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, has sent us this report.
A significant comment by the top Canadian official clearly saying that India has no involvement in the so-called transnational repression in Canada. Now, the comments come at a time when India and Canada are working towards a pragmatic reset with the visit of the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney just a few weeks ago, in which there was announcements in several domains, including a uranium deal. And we know that the comment comes after 2 years when it comes to the comments made by the then Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau, who blamed India for the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who of course was a Khalistan extremist listed here in India as a terrorist. And the then Canadian government led by Trudeau claimed that the agents of the Indian government were involved, and of course, they claim that there are credible allegations. Of course, those allegations, those evidences were never publicly given, and nobody knows what exactly transpired behind the scenes. But clearly, it looks like the relationship between India and Canada is back on track, even as both sides work towards building up the relationship and keeping the security dimensions, the challenges in a separate track. With video journalist Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.